Hi, so I'm back. So apart from sleeping and missing 3 pointers on NBA 2K20, I haven't really got up to much recently. So I thought, that's an idea. Why not upload a video on that channel of mine? And for once, I could talk about Huddersfield Town. So I did just that. And then I thought, well, what am I going to post it about? Because nothing is going on with Huddersfield Town at the moment. But then I thought, oh yeah, I could make a video on transfers. I was originally planning to make a video on Leeds bottling promotion, but that was on the hope that the season would be voided. That video still may happen though, because you know what they're like. It may still happen. Hope it does. I'd also quickly like to thank everyone who's ever watched a video on my channel. 500,000 views is absolutely immense, brilliant, and it's something I've always dreamed of. So yeah, massive thanks. And also like and subscribe if you enjoy this video, of course. And just another quick one, go follow my Instagram and my Twitter accounts if you haven't done already. Anyways, I know it's been a long intro. Apologies, they always are. Let's get into the video. So as a short summary, I'm just going to get in across to you guys 10 players that I think Huddersfield Town could realistically sign in the upcoming summer window. So these are going to be players for next season. This is based on the assumption we carry on playing and we get somewhere next season. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but yeah, this is for next season pretty much. So yeah, hopefully enjoy. The first player I think we should sign is, for me, it's got to be ex-player Raji van La Parra. I think Raji van La Parra was a bit of like a Mr. Marmite player when he played for us. Some Town fans loved him, thought he was a real asset to the team. I was one of them. Some not so much. Some really despised the fact that he put all these fancy flicks and tricks in. Majority of those people were the people over the age of 50 that sort of went, oh, we don't want any of these fancy step-overs. That is a joke, by the way, but yeah, some people thought he didn't have much of an end product, which I could sort of see, but he did track back, he did help defensively, and he wouldn't cost much, and his wage would not be high, based on the fact that his contract was terminated with Red Star Belgrade, I believe. So I'd take a chance on him. We're in dire need of wingers. Willock's on loan. Grant's definitely going to be going at the end of the summer. I just don't see how he isn't. We're a team in 20. No, we're a team in 18th. He's not going to want to stay with us. It's as simple as that. You can convince yourself otherwise, but I think Grant won't be leaving this summer. So we need wingers to replace in the position which Grant is currently playing. Next player on this list that I think we have a realistic chance of signing is another ex-Town player, and it's Izzy Brown. So for a bit of context for those who don't know this, Izzy Brown was at Rotherham playing. I think he was playing in like a left wing, sort of left mid position for them. And then Chelsea recalled him and sent him to us in help of us chasing promotion, of course, in our promotion championship season. Izzy was an instant success. He hit the ground running quicker than most players at our club. That is pretty much an understatement, to be totally honest. And Izzy was, like I say, supposed to be a winger. We slotted him in at camp, and yeah, he hit the ground running. It was like he'd been there all year. Now, since then, Izzy left us, went to Brighton on loan, of course, because he's a Chelsea player. That is his parent club. Since then, he's been to Brighton, then Leeds, and then Luton. But if I was manager, I'd welcome him back with open arms. I think he's a quality player on his day, and with the right team and the right mindset and management behind him, he can be a quality player, as he proved under David Wagner and the rest of that team. The third player I think would be a decent addition to the squad, would add a bit of depth, especially in midfield, since we've got a decent amount of midfielders, but they don't all work together. For example, I don't think Chalabar and Hogg go together in a starting lineup. I think Chalabar and O'Brien, or Hogg and O'Brien work, but Chalabar and Hogg sort of conflict each other's play styles because they're both CDMs. So the name Tom Carroll is the name of an ex-player who's played for Swansea and Spurs. So he was out of contract and on the 31st of January from Swansea, of course, and I've seen this guy play in the past, and he's not a bad player. Like, I'd take a chance on him. He's a free agent. Like, what have you got to lose apart from a bit of wage bill? I know that's easy me saying, but I'm pretty sure the people who run the club and all that have got enough money to take this guy on. So I'd take a chance. He seems like a well all-rounded midfielder when I've seen him play. So he could be a decent addition to the squad, possibly. So obviously, it goes without saying, in my opinion, I think Grant will be going this summer. Mounier is out of a striker. I think we'll hold on to him, but we do need another striker to rotate with. Now, Campbell may not stay, so we have to get a backup for a backup. And I think the perfect opportunity for that, and this guy could even start, is Peter Ivan Tony. Now, just looking at his stats in the games that he has played for Peterborough is absolutely remarkable. And that, yes, I know it's a League One, but the jump from League One to the Championship isn't that much of a huge jump, to be totally honest. Grant did it from League One to the Prem, and he did better than quite a few strikers I've done in the Prem, so you can't knock it. He's played 39 games for Peterborough in all competitions this season, and he's got 26 goals and 7 assists. That's 33 goal contributions in those 39 games, which is brilliant. It's top-notch stats. I think we could get him for a couple of million. We've already been told it won't be an expensive transfer window. That does not shock me one bit. And but if that means we can pick up hidden gems in the lower leagues, then so be it. But Tony, he looks like a quality player. He's someone we could realistically sign. It's become more than clear to us town fans that we are in dire need of a good sort of, established and all-round good goalkeeper. Now, we've got Lossell on loan, but I doubt he's going to sign permanent. He's left once, he's going to leave again. I don't think Coleman's ready for consistent games in the Championship. I think he should be number 2. Grabara will obviously go back on loan, that goes without saying, and Schofield is an option also. I'm not sure who'll prefer out of those two. One of those will be number 2. But I do think that we should go for Cardiff goalkeeper Neil Everidge. Now, he's only played 17 games this season compared to what he could have done, of course. And I'm pretty sure ever so recently, Alex Smithies, ex-Huddersfield Town goalkeeper, has started most of the games, and he did so when they came to our ground and won 3-0. Now, I think Everidge is wasted at Cardiff. If he's only playing 17 games in the season, then he should be starting at a team. He'd do a really good job for us, and he's a good penalty saver as well. And I just think he'd be a fit for us. We need a keeper like Everidge that's consistent and can pull off those hard saves that not a lot of other keepers can do. So I think he'd be a good person to look into, to scout for a bit, to see if he's still got that talent, and to put a bid in for him. I think he'd be a good addition to the squad. So you know, I mentioned that Reggie Van La Parra could be a good sort of fit for our winger situation. Now, there is another player who isn't the same as Reggie Van La Parra, but he'd cost a bit, but I reckon we could get him on a loan deal, considering he's only played 14 times this season, 13 of those in the Premier League for his club. And in those games where he hasn't played, most of them he hasn't even been in the matchday squad. So I think Brighton would be silly to not let us have him on loan, and that is Solly March. Now, Solly March scored against us when we went to the Amex in our first Premier League season. Lursel made a mistake near post. I think he went down as no goal in the end, but Solly March was the one who took the shot, if you don't know who he is. But Solly March he's been a decent player for Brighton over the years. He put a shift in the Championship. I think he's more than proven at Championship level, and in the first season in the Prem he was quite good for Brighton. And until they strengthened the squad with better wingers, of course, he was starting and coming on in a lot of games. Now he's not the new stuff anymore, so I think he'd be a good fit for us on the wing, just slotting in there on the left wing in our 4-2-3-1 formation. Of course, we could get him on a loan deal. He's 25, so coming to the prime of his career, I reckon it'd be a good deal if Cali could get that one over the line. Again, I've got another winger here, and I think this guy he's similar to Solly March, left-footed winger, left-footed left winger anyways, and it's Robbie Brady, ex-Norwich player in the Championship, of course, and then moved to Burnley, and they're in the Prem now, of course, so he's not getting as much sort of game time as he would like and as he used to have. So, Robbie Brady, I don't know what it is. I just feel like he'd fit. I just feel like he'd be a good addition to the squad. He wouldn't cost that much, but again, I'd probably go for a loan deal with an option to buy, of course. He's 28 years old, so his value won't be that much if we did pursue a deal, permanent deal, of course. We wouldn't be able to afford him, though, realistically, with the funds that we've not got. That's the main issue, really. So a loan deal, that would be perfect for the season, and then we could push for like a mid-table finish. I think that's what we're looking for as a club next season. He's only played 14 times in the Prem for Burnley this season, and for half of those, he's not even been in the matchday squad. So it'd be silly, like Brighton's situation with Solly March, for them not to loan him out to us, because they could whip up a replacement for him in minutes, so I think he'd be a good player. What do you think about Roy Brady? Leave a comment down below. I think it's fair to say I've covered enough wingers that we could possibly sign, and a goalkeeper, a striker as well, and an all-round midfielder. But one thing I haven't gone over is a centre-back, arguably one of the most important players in your team, protecting the goalkeeper, of course, and who I've gone with is a realistic signing, whether it's a loan deal or a permanent. I think we should go for Chelsea centre-back Michael Hector. Now, I saw Michael Hector play for a brief spell at Sheffield Wednesday. I did go to some games and see him play. We were in the Prem. It was when we'd have a game one day and then the next day Wednesday had a game, and I just couldn't see it. I know someone spots Wednesday, but more to the point, he was really good in the air and he was quite quick as well. Really strong player, I thought. In the end, I think Wednesday tried to sign him, but Chelsea were asking for a bit much. But obviously, as time goes on, a player's value does depreciate as he gets older. And I think we could probably sneak him on a cheap transfer, or possibly, like Fulham have done, get him on a loan deal. The PNG at the side of me looks not like him now, of course. That was 3 years ago, but it was the only PNG I could find. But yeah, not relevant. But yeah, he's a good player. I think he's a strong Championship player, and he could help us push for that mid-table sort of position, which I'm guessing that Cowley will be aiming for. Next up on the list, we've got an attacking midfielder who currently plays for Wigan. He's currently on loan at Sheffield Wednesday, and that is Josh Windass. Now, I saw Windass score an easy goal against us at the DW Stadium earlier this year, Wigan away, of course. But I do think Windass is a player that is a bit underrated. Obviously, playing for Wigan, you sort of think, oh, well, because they're in that position, every player must be bad. But that's where you get hidden gems, really. He's played 14 games as an attacking midfielder for Wigan this year and got 4 goals. And for an attacking midfielder, that is a decent retention rate for a club that is in the bottom end of the table anyways. And I'd take a chance on this guy, like whether it's a loan deal or just snapping him up for $1 million or $2 million. I reckon he'd be a decent addition to the squad. We do lack in attacking midfielders. Smith Rowe won't be with us next year. Pritchard struggles to stay fit. I think Windass would not be a bad little punt to go for. And last but not least is the right back in this list, and his name is Javier Manquillo. I think that's the correct Spanish pronunciation for it. But I've not really seen him play in the Prem, but I did see him play in the Championship. Oh no, wait, I'm trying to remember. My memory's gone a bit. No, I have seen him play in the Prem once, but I think I saw him play when Newcastle came to our ground in the Championship. I'm not sure, but I know he's a proven Championship player, and with Simpson getting that little bit, getting on a bit more, he's not going to be able to keep up with match fitness, so he'd go to more of a rotation player. That's if he'll even stay for longer than a year. I don't know what his contract is, but I think we take a chance on this Manquillo guy because his contract is expiring soon. So maybe we could get him on a free and just give him a bit more wage. I don't know. I reckon it'd be decent to get someone who's a bigger club but has been proven in the past in the Championship. I reckon that's the sort of player that would fit that right back spot, like Danny Simpson, but just that little bit younger, with him being 26 instead of 30, of course. But yeah, that's the last player. But I do think Manquillo will be a decent signing, permanent or loan. I'm not bothered. If not, get someone else, a bit like Klein or someone like that, on a loan. Obviously, we're not going to get him permanent. So yeah guys, that's all for the video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. This video did take me quite a bit to make, so leaving that like and subscribing to the channel does go a long way in sort of telling me I'm doing the right thing. I'd also like to thank everyone who sort of subscribed and watched a video on my channel like ever, because like I say, 500k views, that is absolutely massive for me. And 1.5k subs as well. I've only just hit 1k a couple of months ago, and I've not really posted much, and I'm nearly at 1.5 already, so that is again magnificent, brilliant support, and you know, all the support that I'm getting in this current sort of situation that we're all in, it all goes a long way in keeping me positive and keeping me busy. So yeah, massive thanks as always. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, like I say, leave a like, comment down below who you agree with, who you don't agree with, who you think's a realistic signing, who you don't think's a realistic signing, etc, etc, all that stuff. Anyway guys, thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Listen.